People always say family is everything. Yeah, until your own family treats you like the damn doormat on their porch. Before I go any further with this story, I would love to know where you are watching from today. Please write your city in the comments below because I absolutely love discovering how far these life-changing stories travel. The end of this story will bring you intense satisfaction in a very elegant way. My name's Maya Rivera, and for 28 years I played the same role, the fixer, the peacekeeper, the one who swallowed every insult so the house wouldn't explode. I thought that made me strong. Turns out it just made me quiet. And quiet people, oh, we're the ones you should fear the most. Because when we finally snap, we don't scream, we rebuild. This is the story of the day I stopped keeping the peace and started keeping myself. I grew up in a home where drama wasn't just common, it was the damn wallpaper. My mom, Alina, was a walking tornado of emotions. Cry at breakfast, yell at lunch, act normal by dinner. My older brother, Diego, golden boy. Never wrong, never responsible, always trying his best. Me, I was the duct tape holding everybody together, need someone to talk to mom so she doesn't scream at dad. Get Maya, need someone to lie to teachers about why Diego didn't show up. Get Maya, need someone to make excuses for why the house looked like a bomb went off. Get Maya. So yeah, I became the designated peacekeeper. I solved what wasn't mine, I apologized for crap I didn't do, I kept my mouth shut because good daughters don't talk back. But acting like everything's fine breaks you in slow motion, like erosion. You don't notice the damage until a whole cliff falls into the ocean. When I turned 28, I moved back home temporarily. My mistake. I'd forgotten one small thing: my family doesn't change, they reload. It started with tiny things: mom snapping at me because her coffee wasn't hot enough. Dad asking why I wasn't married yet like I owed him grandkids. Diego borrowing money he never returned. But the real explosion. It happened on a random Sunday, a day so boring it should have been harmless. I was cooking dinner because apparently no one else in the house knew how to boil water. Mom walked into the kitchen, already in a mood. "Did you use the chicken I bought for my recipe?" she snapped. I stared at the pan. It was literally one chicken breast out of the pack. Yes, her eyes widened like I just stabbed the family pet. You never think about anyone but yourself, Maya. God, you're so selfish. Selfish. A word no one has ever used on me. A word that felt like a slap across the soul. Dad stormed in, of course siding with her. Diego walked in next, smirking like he had front row tickets to the drama. 3 of them. 1 of me. It was the same old scene: me cornered, me blamed, me apologizing so peace could survive another day. But something inside me snapped. Not loudly, quietly, like a bone breaking under skin. I didn't yell, I didn't defend myself, I didn't even flinch, I just observed them. Mom throwing a tantrum over chicken. Dad treating me like a burden, Diego acting like I was competition instead of family. And for the first time in my life, a voice inside me whispered, "You don't deserve this crap." It was like someone flipped on the lights in a dusty attic. Suddenly, every memory clicked: mom blaming me for her bad moods, dad calling me too emotional, Diego getting away with everything because he's the son. It wasn't just a bad day, it was a pattern, a damn lifestyle. And I finally saw it, not emotionally, in strategy. I stopped negotiating with chaos, stopped explaining myself to people committed to misunderstanding me, stopped trying to earn love that should have been free. Mom complained. I nodded and walked away. Dad lectured. I put on headphones. Diego demanded money. I told him, ask the bank. The whole house freaked out because peacekeepers aren't supposed to quit. Mom started slamming doors on purpose. Dad pretended I had an attitude problem. Diego tried guilt-tripping me with childhood memories, but I didn't budge, and that scared them more than any yelling ever could. People who thrive on chaos don't know what to do when the person they feed on stops feeding them. While they were busy blaming me for breathing, I was busy doing something else, taking inventory of my life. My job, underpaid. Overworked, unappreciated, my social life, non-existent, my confidence, somewhere under my mom's insults and my dad's expectations. I started keeping notes on every toxic moment: what was said, who said it, how it made me feel. Not because I planned revenge, but because it gave me clarity. Patterns don't lie, people do. One night, mom found my notebook. She skimmed one page and lost her damn mind. She stormed into my room, waving it like a weapon. So you're writing about us now? You think we're the problem? Dad barged in, backing her up. Diego followed like a backup dancer. It's disrespectful. You're ungrateful. You think you're better than us. That last line hit me. Because for years I felt less important, less loved, less seen. But at that moment, I felt something new. Done. I looked at all three of them and said calmly, "You treat me like I'm the problem because I'm the only one who doesn't pretend everything's fine." Silence. Real silence. The kind that makes guilty people uncomfortable. Dad started barking something about family unity. Mom began crying like I'd committed a crime. Diego rolled his eyes like always. And that's when I said the words that changed everything. "I'm moving out." Chaos, they all exploded at once. "You're abandoning us. You'll fail without us. You owe us." I didn't argue. I packed my clothes, my laptop, my books, my sanity. When I walked out of that house, Mom shouted, "You'll come crawling back." I stopped at the door and said, "No, Mom, crawling is what I did while living here." I swear the air outside felt different, like freedom had temperature. Leaving wasn't the ending. It was the beginning. I got a better apartment, small but mine. Got a better job, respectful boss, real pay. Went to therapy, learned how to breathe again, rebuilt myself piece by piece. And the wild part. I didn't miss the house, I didn't miss the yelling, I didn't miss the pressure, but they missed me. Oh, they missed their peacekeeper. Mom called first. "You think you're too good for us now?" Blocked. Dad texted. Family doesn't walk away, unblocked but ignored. Diego sent a voice note. "Yo, can I borrow $300? Deleted. I wasn't their doormat anymore. The best revenge isn't payback, it's peace. It's waking up in a home where your name isn't yelled, where your presence isn't blamed, where your feelings aren't mocked. It's choosing yourself without guilt. One night, sitting on my couch with takeout and a movie, I realized I didn't just leave a house, I left a version of myself that was dying in there. I found someone new, someone stronger, someone louder, someone who didn't apologize for existing, someone who finally believed she deserved softness. Maybe you're in that house right now, walking on eggshells, being the glue, being the fixer, being the good one. Let me tell you what no one told me. Your peace is not selfish. Your boundaries are not disrespect. Your freedom is not betrayal. If your family refuses to treat you with love, build a new one, one made of people who don't need you broken to feel whole. The night you stop keeping the peace for others is the night you start keeping it for yourself. And trust me, that's the kind of comeback nobody sees coming.